Hi again everyone, it's Michael from Web Hosting Cat. I've been wanting to do an updated video on what I believe is the best free website builder, and that's BoldGrid. It's been updated and refined since the last video I did, so let's go ahead and create a new website along with my updated review of BoldGrid. Before we start, I need to ask you to please hit that subscribe button and give us a thumbs up if you enjoyed this video. It's always greatly appreciated. Now let's start off with full disclosure here. While BoldGrid is free to use, you do have to pay for your web hosting. However, compared to services like Wix and Squarespace, you'll still be saving money, sometimes a lot of money, most of the time. While you can use BoldGrid with any web host that supports WordPress, which today is every host, I do recommend going with one of these web hosting providers if you intend to use BoldGrid. InMotion Hosting is my top choice here, and I'll be using InMotion in our demo in this video. They're not only an official BoldGrid host, but InMotion Hosting initially developed BoldGrid years ago, so you can expect great service and support. DreamHost is another official BoldGrid host, and they're also on the WordPress.org recommendation list. And finally, A2 Hosting is another excellent host that supports BoldGrid. So we logged into our InMotion Hosting account, and you can install BoldGrid from cPanel, but one of the advantages of InMotion Hosting being an official BoldGrid host is you get this separate BoldGrid icon you can use right from your dash panel here. So we'll click on the Install BoldGrid icon. And you have three choices when installing BoldGrid. If you don't have an existing site and you're just starting from scratch, you can choose this option. If you already have an existing website but it's not a BoldGrid or WordPress site, BoldGrid will set up your website on a temporary environment, and then when you're ready you can move it over. Or if you already have a WordPress site, you can simply install the BoldGrid plugin and use it from there. Since we don't have an existing website, we're going to use the first option here. And the first step is to add your domain, which we're going to do. And I'm getting a message that our domain setup looks good. So we'll click Continue. And now we're going to enter our WordPress admin details. So we're going to create a username and a password and verify our email address. And please don't use a name like this for your actual site, but for the demo, I'm just going to say admin guy. Enter our password and confirm our email. And we'll click Install BoldGrid. And this process doesn't take too long here. And there it goes. It says you have successfully installed BoldGrid. And you're given a link to your website and to your WordPress admin. So let's go ahead and build our website. We'll log into BoldGrid. And you'll actually go into the WordPress admin dashboard. But to use BoldGrid, we're going to click on the Inspirations link on the left. And to build your website in BoldGrid, there's 3 steps. You choose your theme, choose your page options, and enter your info. So we'll click Let's Get Started. And the first thing we're going to do is select our WordPress theme. BoldGrid has some really nice looking themes here. So let's say we're going to build a website for our new restaurant. You can see there's a lot of restaurant themes in BoldGrid. This one looks good. Let's choose this one here. And scroll down and take a look. Yeah, this looks fine here. Now as you can see, by default, BoldGrid will give you 3 pages, which is your base page set. You have your home, about, and contact page. You also have a 5-page option, which we're going to choose. And here you get your home and about page, plus a specials page, info page, and a contact page. There's also a kitchen sink option, which gives you even more pages, but we're not going to use that now. You also have an option to add a blog, which we're going to do. So as you can see, it's added the blog to the menu. There's an invoice option. We're not going to use that. And also there's a speed boost option, which actually installs the W3 Total Cache plugin. we are going to do that here. So we'll enable it. And at the top you also have your preview options, so we're viewing it in desktop mode. You can also see a tablet view, as well as how it looks on a smartphone. Go back to desktop and we'll click next up in the upper right. And now we're going to enter our business information. So for company name, we'll enter the name of the restaurant. We've got our email address already entered, and I'm just going to leave the rest of the demo text as is. You can also include your social media links from Facebook and Twitter. And we'll click Finish and Install. And it says Inspirations installed successfully. So we've already got our basic site built. Now let's go ahead and customize it. As you can see, the Total Catch plugin has been installed. If we go over to plugins, we can see it here. And actually these plugins need to be updated, so we'll go ahead and do that really quick. Okay, now on the left you can see we've completed 22% of our inspirations task. You don't actually have to do 100% of the tasks. It's just there as a guide. So for example, here we've already chosen our theme. You can also change your color palette and your fonts. We won't do that. In the next section, we are going to edit our home page, so we'll click the button. And we're in the BoldGrid drag and drop editor, which is very easy to use. So first let's change the banner picture. So click on the image and we'll click the background button. And we'll select section. And over on the right, you can see the image pops up here. We'll remove it first and then add a new one. And we'll choose this pizza picture that I've already uploaded. Click Use this media. And you can adjust the vertical positioning here to get it to look just the way you want. Right there looks good. And the BoldGrid editor is a drag and drop interface. You can easily edit all the elements here. So let's change this quote here. I think I'd rather have the restaurant name and address contact info. So let's remove this quote here and put in our business information. So just highlight it and type over it. Space it out a little better. Down here, let's put in our phone number. And as I mentioned, all of these items here can be customized. Down here, let's change this to customer testimonials. And let's change one of these here. So to change the picture, we'll click on it and click the change icon. And you can upload your own photos here. I'm just going to choose this preloaded one for now. Click replace, and you get an option to crop the image just how you want it. Do it like this. And it swaps the photo out. You can resize it if you want. I'm going to leave it as it is for now. Edit the name. And we'll change the comments. Say I had the best dinner experience in a long time. Okay, we'll click Update on the right. And we can preview our changes. Okay, looks good. As you can see, we have the About and Specials pages. We also have an Info page. Let's go ahead and edit that, because that's really a menu. So we'll go back to BoldGrid. As you can see, the homepage option has been checked off. To edit a page, you can go to the Pages option if you want to do it in WordPress. But since we want to use BoldGrid, we'll go to the Post and Page Builder. Click on All Pages. And we'll click the Info page. Back in the BoldGrid editor. So first we'll change the name of the page to Menu. And then of course, because of inflation, we have to raise our prices. So let's edit the prices here on the items. We could just click and type in here. And even desserts have gone up. Now let's add an item. The easiest way to do that is to use the clone option. So it'll duplicate a block item. And we'll just go ahead and edit it. So we'll add Michael's Super Burger and update the description. Edit the price. And we'll edit the picture. We'll just click on it and again click the change icon. I've got a burger photo uploaded here. Click replace. And again we'll crop it how we want it. And there you go. Click update. And we'll preview our changes. And there's our updated menu. As you can see, we have our new item here, and the page has been changed from info to menu. So now let's go ahead and write a blog post. We've added a blog component to our website. So to create a blog post, you can actually do it natively in WordPress by going to the Post menu on the left, or you can follow the BoldGrid guide by clicking the Start Blogging button. And either way, you actually wind up in the same place. You go to your blog repository. So we'll click on Add New at the top. And we're back in the BoldGrid editor. First we'll name our blog post. We'll say how to make the perfect burger. And you can either start with a blank page or you can use the block editor. Here you can add pre-formatted blocks. It makes things a little bit easier, speeds things up a bit. So we'll use this block here. We'll add it to the page. And we'll just go back to WordPress and edit it. Copy the title here. Paste it in. And then for our text, I'm going to highlight it. And I'm going to paste in some text that I've already created. Looks good. And then for the image, we'll click on that and click on the change icon up at the top. And we'll select our burger photo again. And you get the cropping option. So we'll crop it. There you go. And I'm going to go ahead and delete these heading links down here. I'm not going to use them on this post. Hit delete. And let's preview our blog post. Okay, so the title is actually duplicated, so let's change this here. We'll change the subheading to Secret Recipe. Let's go preview it again. And there you go, that looks better. And so now when we go back to our home page and we click on the blog, our post will appear. So let's go review and preview the website we've created. We go to our home page, we've updated the menus, and we've updated some of our content. We've also updated our menu. And we've added a blog component. So as you can see, very easy and quick to create your website with BoldGrid. Now I wanted to go over some of BoldGrid's other website features. Let's start with data backup. So we're back into our InMotion hosting account panel here. And we're going to click on our Manage My Website icon. That'll take us back into our WordPress dashboard. And BoldGrid uses the Total Upkeep plugin for your data backup functionality. Now right now under Total Upkeep you can see it says not fully protected, so we're going to click on the Fix This link. That takes us into our Total Upkeep dashboard. And here you can schedule your backups or specify your remote storage or database encryption. So first we'll schedule our backups. And you can select the days of the week that your data backup is performed. I'll go ahead and click Sunday. And then you can set the time of day that your data backup is performed. Click Save Changes. And now over on the left under Total Upkeep, if you click on Backup Archives, you can actually access your backup copies. So far we've got one backup here. Let's go back to our dashboard. And we'll run through the options on the left. Under Backup Storage, you can configure where your data is backed up, as well as which files and folders should be backed up. The default option backs up to your web server. For example, if you have Amazon, you can configure that here for off-site storage. Under Backup Security, you can specify whether your database should be encrypted. Under Backup Process, the default file format is a zip archive. Connect key we're going to skip for now because we're not using it. Under Auto Updates, you can specify your auto update options. And then you have your site check and notification options. For SEO, BoldGrid uses its BoldGrid SEO plugin that's automatically installed. And basically the BoldGrid SEO plugin that you can see in the repository here, it helps you with your basic on-page SEO elements. So let's take a look at our home page. And let's scroll down to the bottom. And here you can enter a target keyword or phrase. And you also get a checklist of SEO items here. Some of them are already checked off. But these are tips that will help you out with your on-page SEO. So if you click on Title and Description, you can enter your SEO title and meta description. And as you can see, as you start typing in, you'll get some tips or hints on how you can improve. And if you entered your data correctly, you'll get a check mark when you're completed. So let's go ahead and enter a meta description. So you see the second item is now saying the SEO description should be longer, so we'll keep typing. And there we go. Now we have the green check mark. So finish this off here. And if you click on Search Visibility, you can specify whether your page should be indexed or not. Usually the answer is yes. And going back to keyword phrases, so here you would definitely want to enter a keyword phrase. I'm just going to update the page for now. So that's BoldGrid SEO. When we installed BoldGrid, we specified that we wanted the W3 Total Cache plugin option to help improve our website speed. So let's go ahead and set that up now. We'll go back to the BoldGrid Inspiration screen and click Get Started under W3 Total Cache. And that takes us into our total cache setup guide. Click Next, and what you can do here is test out all your caching settings. And you can select the best option that speeds up your website more. These are all pretty close here, so I'm just going to click Next. So you can set your page, database, object, and browser caching. And you can also specify image optimization options. So here we're going to enable the WebP converter. And you also have the lazy load images option. We'll check that. And so it says set them complete. We'll go back to the dashboard. And so now let's test out our website speed. We'll go to GT Metrics and run a test. And our website speed grade is good. And we get an A grade. Performance and structure looks good. Fully loaded time is good as well. LCP is okay. Could be better. Let's go to our Core Web Vitals. Yeah, as you can see, these are all good. LCP is okay, it says. It could be improved. What we could do is resize our images. That would probably speed things up. But overall, out of the box, good speed results. So now let's take a look at my updated review ratings for BoldGrid. First, as a website creation tool, I've got to give it 5 stars. It's easy to use, you could get your site up and running quickly, and it has all the features you need for a great website. When it comes to website design, BoldGrid includes some great looking themes for most industries and businesses. I'm giving it 4.5 stars here. I found that BoldGrid websites definitely perform well, as BoldGrid includes W3 Total Cache and their SEO plugin. Depending on the theme you choose, you may find that your images reduce your page loading speed just a bit. In this case, you can simply resize your images or choose a different theme. Overall in this category, I'll give BoldGrid 4.5 stars. Finally, because BoldGrid is free to use and includes an impressive amount of features, I give it 5 stars here. When you combine BoldGrid with an outstanding web host such as the ones I've mentioned earlier, it's definitely a winner and gets my recommendation for Best Website Builder. If you're interested in trying out BoldGrid, I've included links to our recommended BoldGrid web host in the description below. Again, if you've enjoyed this video, please give us a thumbs up and consider subscribing to our channel. Until next time, this is Michael James wishing you all the best with your websites and content creation.